Yo, good morning, y'all. Well, it's come to that day. It's my last and final day here, y'all. My season has come to an end. So, campground hosting is over, and I'll be moving on to the next spot. I planned my next spot out already. I'll be going to sugar beet harvest. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about moving on as a nomad, you know. I'm a nomad at work, so I get to stay in spots a lot longer than other nomads. So I get to where I feel like I'm at home sometimes, and being in the same spot for 5 to 6 months, yeah, you do kind of get it, where it feels like home. And then you come to the realization this is not your home, and it's time to move to the next spot. I come to that realization about a month ago when I applied for my next job. And that's the trick, y'all. If y'all gonna live this lifestyle and you got to work, make sure you have work at the next spot. Or you going to a place where you know you can get work. And when I first hit the road, I had a large amount of savings. It took me 3 to 4 months almost to find a job. I'd say closer to 3. And I went through a good bit of savings, about half. But I had enough to where I knew I was safe for about 6 months before I had to really get a job. But you got to figure yourself out and figure out what kind of work you can do. And I'm not really here to talk about that, but I wanted to give it as a couple of little tips. What I'm here to talk about is the things I'm gonna miss about this place. This is one of the views I get to wake up to every day, y'all. I feel like I live in a postcard. Traveling around, being able to see the country anywhere I want to go. This is what I get to live in. Places like this. I find myself feeling blessed way more than other people do. The main reason is, I don't have to stay in somewhere where I'm not happy. That's part of being what I call semi-retired. Just van life is all it is. Bus life, traveler life, nomad life, whatever you want to call it. We all call it a little something different. But I'm gonna show y'all some places today, and explain to y'all, a little bit of why I like it here so much, and why I'll be back down in Arizona this year, because Arizona is a gorgeous place on its own. And so is Utah. It's a gorgeous place up here in the Flaming Gorge area. This is one of the other campgrounds I've been keeping an eye on since I took over maintenance after my surgery. If y'all didn't know, after my surgery, I lost my camp hosting spot. Another guy moved in and took it because they were scared I wasn't going to be able to take it back. But I got better, and they realized I could do all the maintenance stuff they needed me to do, or they needed to be done. So I started doing all the maintenance, and really fell in love with this place after that. I mean, I was stuck at one campground, and it was beautiful there. And it's probably some of the last clips y'all see in this video. But just being able to ride and get some windshield time and check out, the whole area. And every campground here has its own feeling. There's one campground, I don't know if it's in the video or not, but I don't think it is. It is a world of its own. And all these campgrounds, they're beautiful to me. And just being out here in the middle of nowhere, nobody for miles and miles and miles. And then you pull up on a little bit of campsite. And it's just been awesome to be able to experience this over this past couple of months. And now it's time for me to head out, and it's going to American Falls, Idaho to do a beet harvest. If y'all ever follow the No Matters, y'all know we do the sugar beet harvest and everything, and that's where I'm going, but I'm not having to go all the way to North Dakota, or I think the other one's in Michigan. But I didn't want to travel all the way up there, but I did want to do a beet harvest, and found out they had one in Idaho, and I just had to go to that one. So I got all the paperwork and everything, and lined my job out for the next one. So y'all just go ahead and hit that like button and comment and let me know what y'all thought about this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it.